Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So it's been a minute since I did an influencer chat here on my YouTube channel. In case you guys are new, my influencer chats are where I share my experience as a micro influencer with you all. I provide tips that have helped me in my personal branding journey and that I feel like could help y'all too. So today's video, I'll be sharing tips on how I believe that one can become a successful micro influencer, a successful content creator. These are tips that I feel like everyone can benefit from, business owners too. So if you got a business, then go ahead and keep on watching. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and drop a comment down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first tip is to watch inspiring people. So I'm a firm believer that you are what you take in. So what you're surrounded by, what you listen to, what you watch is basically what creates your perspective, what becomes who you are. So when it comes to being a successful influencer, you want to watch influencers that you think are successful, whether it's success defined as subscriber count, success defined as content quality, success defined as anything. Make sure you're watching people who are inspiring. So some people that I watch that are super inspirational to me are Aaliyah's Face. I think that her consistency is phenomenal. Erin on Demand, I love her business tips. I feel like she does an amazing job speaking to her audience, communicating to her audience. Jackie Aina, I just feel like she's an icon. So those are just some people that I watch that me as a content creator on YouTube find to be inspiring. These are people that I get tips from. These are people that inspire me whenever I feel like, I don't want to produce content, or I need like a little kick in the ASS to get my SHIT together. Then those are the people that I go to. So make sure that you're watching inspiring people. So the first tip is you want to make sure that you watch people who actually inspire you. The second tip is kind of cliche, but it's to post consistently. The way that algorithms work now, we don't know. I feel like the algorithm on every platform changes almost every day. And I feel like they all have one thing in common, which is that they favor people who post consistently. So whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, you want to make sure that you're posting consistently. And consistency is defined differently for everyone. For me, consistency on Instagram is posting every day on my feed. Consistency on YouTube is posting 4 times a week on my channel. It just depends on what your definition of consistency is, but I would definitely recommend to be at least posting once a week on YouTube and post at least 3 times a week on Instagram. So along with posting consistently, I did want to note to make sure you're posting quality content consistently. And quality content is defined differently for each person, but I would just say to make sure that you look at your pictures and you say, okay, if I'm not me, would I like this picture? If I'm not me, would I sit here and watch this whole video? If I'm not me, is the audio okay? Is the visuals okay? Have friends look at it, have family look at it, get their honest opinions and move accordingly from there. But you want to make sure that while you're posting consistently, you are posting quality content. The next tip number 3, is to know your purpose on each social media platform. There are so many platforms now that I cannot even keep up, okay? I'm honestly somebody's auntie, and when I say that, I mean it, and I mean it even more, okay? So we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have TikTok, we have YouTube, we have Clubhouse, we have Snapchat. There's so many social media platforms, and honestly, people may get overwhelmed, like, how am I supposed to keep up with all of this? Yeah, you just told me to post consistently, but now you're telling me that there's all these different platforms. Like, how do I know what I should be on, and how do I post consistently on all these platforms? And honestly, my opinion is that you don't need to be on every social platform. You need to understand what the purpose of each platform is and go from there and understand if it's on brand with your brand. So for instance, I'm not really a TikTok girl. Like, I like making my little Instagram reels, but with the whole history of TikTok and the whole, I feel like, contributions to TikTok, like, people be spending like 5 hours making TikToks, and I'm like, girl, I got a 9 to 5. I do not have time to be sitting here making 5-hour video productions that's gonna bubble down to 1 minute. It's just not for me. I can't do it. I'm sure people do other things on TikTok, but for me, the history of TikTok is just a no. So I'm not on TikTok, but I understand that I don't need to be on TikTok. I don't feel pressure to be on TikTok. I understand the purpose of the platform, and I just don't don't think it aligns with my brand, so I'm not on TikTok. That's just my personal perspective. That's just my personal opinion. You could take that and you could do what you want to do with it. But it is important to understand what each social platform means and what they expect and what is coming from it, and if it makes sense with your brand. So for instance, Instagram, we know that it's for visual pleasure. You post pretty pictures, you post nice videos, and you go about your day. Twitter is more of a reading platform. So if you're not into reading, if you're not into, I guess, sharing your opinions in a word-like manner, then Twitter probably isn't for you. Clubhouse is more audio. So do you feel comfortable speaking? Do you want to listen to people speak? Are you okay with hearing people speak without seeing a visual? Then, you know, these are things you need to take into consideration for Clubhouse. But it's just important to understand what the purpose of each social platform is and if you need to be there, because honestly, you don't have to be everywhere. That's just the truth of it. That's just my opinion. Tip number 4 is to look and study what other people are doing. And I'm going to explain this very thoroughly because I don't want this to be misconstrued. So when I say to look at what other people are doing and study what other people are doing, you want to study with the intent of understanding the why versus the what. So why is this person posting this type of content? Not let me see what content they're posting and let me post the same thing, because it just don't work like that. So for instance, on YouTube right now, a lot of influencers are pivoting to posting vlogs, and it's like, why are they pivoting to posting vlogs? Because people are just more into seeing what people are doing behind the scenes. It's not as staged, it's not as dolled up, it's a more everyday life. It can connect to more of their audience on an everyday level. So even though people are known for posting makeup videos or hair videos, they're also pivoting to including vlogs in their content, just because they've noticed that this is what their audience wants. People can connect more to it. People are more likely to watch it. People are just nosy. People just want to see, what are people doing? What are people doing? We all in the house. We all want to be nosy, but we can't go outside. So what better way to be nosy than to watch people's vlogs and see what they're doing on an everyday basis? So when it comes to something like that, like pivoting to posting vlogs, you want to see, okay, this is why people are pivoting to posting vlogs. Does it make sense for my brand? Because you could start doing something and it's not going to make sense for your brand, and then you're going to be like, why am I not getting a return on my investment? And that's exactly why it doesn't align with your brand. So yes, when you look at what people are doing and you're studying what people are doing, you want to understand why they're doing it and not what are they doing, and let me go ahead and copy and paste that, if that makes sense. So I just feel like that goes into another tip that I have, which is to keep up with trends. So when it comes to social media, when it comes to online, and when it comes to all of that, everything is honestly a trend nowadays, and things come and go so quickly that you want to make sure that you keep up so that you can go ahead and you can use it to your advantage. I'm just going to be honest. So the next tip that I have is to keep up with trends. So a recent trend that we saw was I don't know when this video is going to go up. So at the end of 2020, a trend that we saw was the Where the Money Reside video. That video went viral and everybody took their different twist on it. People did TikToks, people did Reels, but that was just a trend. And when people saw it, the song was just so catchy that people just stopped and viewed whatever it was, whether it was a reel, whether it was a tutorial, whatever it was, people just viewed it. So you want to make sure you keep up with the trends so that you can use them to your advantage. So tip number 6 is to study your analytics. So the next tip number 6 is to study your analytics. So many people post and they don't really know what the analytics behind what they're posting are. So on Instagram, we have insights under each post, and it shows like the likes, the comments, the shares, the saves, the accounts reach, and all of that. You want to make sure that you're studying your analytics to make sure that you are taking, you know, consideration of where your traffic is coming from, who you're reaching, what geographic areas your audience is coming from. You want to take all of that into consideration when you're creating content. So I'm going to use YouTube for an example. So for instance, when you post a video on YouTube, YouTube goes ahead and shows you in your analytics what is the top search keyword or keywords on YouTube that people gravitated towards your video because of. So for instance, my Fenty Beauty Foundation video. When I look at that analytic, I see that the most searched keyword for Fenty Beauty Foundation review was Fenty Beauty Foundation. So whenever I post a future video and I'm using a Fenty Beauty Foundation, or I'm doing a review on a Fenty Beauty Foundation, I'm going to make sure my title reads somewhere in it Fenty Beauty Foundation. But you want to make sure you study your analytics, you know what they mean, you understand what they mean, and you use that when you are creating future content. and just branding yourself. So top things you want to make sure you pay attention to in your analytics are the demographics of your viewers, are keywords that brought people to your channel, are the length of time people spend watching your videos, the point. YouTube even shows you the point where a lot of people drop off from watching your video, so you can go to that point and you can understand, okay, what did I do here that people were just like, okay, I'm out of here, Weezy out of here, I'm not watching this video no more. So you want to make sure that you are studying, you understand, and you take into consideration your analytics. The next tip number 7, is to take advice from your audience. This is something that I feel like people's pride doesn't allow them to do, but it's something that you have to do, right? So for instance, don't be afraid to ask the audience questions. Don't be afraid to ask them, hey, what type of content would you guys like to see going forward? Hey, what are some recommendations for videos that you guys have? What type of videos or photos do you guys want to see on my feed going forward? Ask the audience what they want to see, because even though you're creating content for, you know, the purpose of you, you're also creating content for your community. So you want to make sure that while you have ideas and while you brainstorm ideas and you have sponsorships or whatever the case is, you take into consideration also what your audience wants to see. Also, you want to take into consideration feedback and criticism that your audience may have. So I have a perfect story time for this tip. So when I first started making YouTube videos in general, I used to pop my mouth so much. I'm never going to do it because it turns me off now. And I understand why I used to blacken my comments saying, damn, this girl's video was really good, but she just keeps smacking her mouth. And at first I'm like, damn, like I feel like everybody smacks their mouth when they speak. But no, I went to rewatch my videos and I cringe now. So that was something that at first I'm like, you know, haters gonna hate. People just chatting X, Y, and Z. But no, as I started watching more YouTube videos, I used to cringe when people smack their mouth. So even though you don't realize too much when you smack your mouth, it's something that I still do. And when I edit videos, I'll edit that 1 second out of the video. I'll edit that half a second out of the video, just because I know how irritating it is as a viewer, and I wouldn't want you guys to experience that. So at first I was just like, you know, they just chatting, but then I took it into consideration while I was watching other people's videos and was like, okay, I see what they saying. I see what the girls are saying. So make sure that you guys are reading your comments. Make sure you guys are responding to your comments and connecting with your audience and taking what they say into consideration. The next tip number 8, is to promote yourself. Promote yourself. I posted on Twitter the other day. If I can find a tweet, I'll go ahead and put it here. But nobody's going to promote you like you, sis. So you got to make sure that you are promoting yourself. So for instance, on Instagram, in your stories, take advantage and repost content that you posted a week ago. The thing with Instagram is that even though you posted something a week ago, that doesn't mean that everyone in your audience saw it. So the people who may be viewing your story today probably missed out on that post last week. Also, you have to remember, people are on social media 24/7. So just because you post something, that doesn't mean that someone is going to be online at that time to see it. So you want to make sure that you're promoting yourself on Instagram. Repost old posts in your stories. Casually, you can like feed it into your content. Like for instance, if I have a video where I'm vibing, I'll go ahead and I'll put mood for this Monday morning, or I'll put stepping into my week like this. And just doing different things so that while you are promoting yourself, it's not too like here in your face. I also don't post too many things at a time. So I'll post like one photo from a year ago, and then I'll post some quotes, some Justin LA boy, and then I'll come back and I'll post a reel from 2 weeks ago. But promote yourself on Instagram. Also on YouTube, promote yourself. So the YouTube algorithm, I still don't get it. I'm pretty sure we all still don't get it. But within my videos, what I do to promote myself is I'll go ahead and I'll reference previous videos that I have. I'll go ahead and reference evergreen content that I have on my YouTube channel. So for instance, if I'm doing a makeup video, y'all know majority of the time I do my brows off camera because I cannot speak and do my eyebrows at the same time. Something is going to be crooked, my sentences or my eyebrows. So I go ahead and I just tell you guys like, hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. But if you guys want to see how I do my brows, I'll go ahead and put my eyebrow routine video up above. Boom. That's the way I'm promoting myself. I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to see how I do my brows, if y'all like how I do my brows, then go ahead and check out that video. Also, I think you're allowed to put 5 cards up in your videos, but also use your description box. Go ahead and put like related videos that people would like based on the video in your description box. So whenever I do a beauty video, I'll put Chit Chat Get Ready's with me in my description box. I'll put evergreen content. And in case you guys don't know, evergreen content is kind of content that just grows views over time. It's something people are always checking for. So if you do like routine videos, those could be evergreen content, like shower routines. People are always looking for a shower routine. If you do a how I decorated my room video, you're always showing your room, that can be evergreen content. So evergreen content kind of depends on the theme and the branding of your channel, what you're promoting and how you promote it. Because if I'm always pointing to my eyebrow routine, guess what's going to be evergreen content on my channel? My eyebrow routine. So make sure you're promoting yourself. Put cards in your YouTube videos, put videos in your description box, push playlists too. I think that's another tip that I had. Is it? I don't remember if it's a tip that I have, but push playlists. Playlists is a way for you to go ahead and consolidate videos and then push that one link on people. And while people are watching, when one video finishes, guess what? Another one plays. And guess what? When that video finishes, another one plays. So it's just a great way to promote multiple of your videos at one time. So if you guys watch my videos, I always promote my acne playlist. That is my playlist that gets the most amount of views, because people are like, okay, I want to see what her acne journey looks like. Let me go ahead and click on the playlist. Boom. All 30-something of my acne videos are now in your reach for you to watch. So push playlists as well. The next tip is to remember that your audience is not just your current audience. Your audience is honestly everybody that's online. It's everyone who can possibly reach out and see your post. Everybody who can possibly reach out and see your video. So whenever you're creating content, you want to keep that in mind. Don't assume that people know everything about you. Don't assume that the same people who viewed yesterday's post is seeing today's post. You want to make sure that everything you post is kind of a standalone type of thing. So in my vlogs, whenever I mention work, like work, I'll remind you guys, hey, I have a 9-to-5 job. So if this is somebody's first vlog that they're watching on my channel, now boom, they know I have a 9-to-5 job. So you always want to make sure you're referencing a video where people can view more, or you're explaining something briefly and moving on to your next point. But the point is, make sure that whenever you're creating content, you understand that your audience is not just the people who are following you and the people who saw yesterday's post, but your audience is actually everybody. Okay, so those are all of the tips that I have that I think that will help you guys out. If you're an influencer, a business owner, a content creator, a photographer, whatever it is that you're doing, black creatives out here doing the damn thing, these are some tips that I feel like can go ahead and help you out. New year, new us, new goals, new intentions, new mindset. So I just wanted to put all of that together so that if one of your goals is to increase your quality of your content, increase your personal brands, then I hope that these tips can help you out. Make sure you guys comment down below and let me know what you guys thought of these tips. Are these things that you considered before? Are these new tips to you? Did you find this video helpful? Go ahead and comment down below. And I definitely want to do more influencer chats on my channel. So leave topics that you guys want to see down below. Whether it's speaking about Instagram Reels, Instagram TVs, Instagram posts, Instagram stories, make sure you guys go ahead and leave suggestions down below, because I definitely want to give you guys my perspective on all things content creator related, black creative related. Let me know down below. But before you guys head out from this video, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 8K if we're not there already. So make sure you guys subscribe. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Vlogs every Sunday. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to drop that comment down below. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Your support means the world to me. But until my next video, I'll see you guys later.